Social Science, 10th Standard, Part History, Chapter 3rd. The impact of the British rule in India. Exercises, question and answers, plus additional multiple choice questions and answers. Let's begin. First, know this important years, events and points. First one, 1773 Regulating Act was implemented. 1784 Pitt's India Act was implemented. 1792 Rayatwari system was implemented by Alexander Reed. 1813 the churches were allowed to enter India officially for opening education. 1833 the Governor General of Bengal was named as the Governor General of India. 1853 Cornwallis started competitive examination for civil services. 1854 Charles Wood, the chairman of Education Commission, nominated. 1858 Secretary of State for India post was created. 1909 Minto-Marley Reformation Act was implemented. 1953 Reserve Bank of India was established. Shah Alam handed over the Diwani rights to British East India Company. Cornwallis urged all the natives of Hindustan are completely corrupt. Cornwallis implemented the efficient police department and superintendent of police post. The military was the base of administration during the British rule. 1793 Lord Cornwallis implemented permanent zamindari system. According to the Charles Metcalfe, the Indian farmers were born in the debt, lived in debt and died in debt. Mahal means taluka or cluster of rural areas. Rayatwari system implemented by Alexander Reed. Dalhousie established universities in Calcutta, Bombay and Madras. Supreme Court established by Regulating Act 1773. Indian Council Act 1861 implemented Ordinance. 1909 Act provided separate representation for Muslims and Sikhs and Europeans and created Electoral College. 1919 Act was started separate Electoral College and extended for support from Muslims, Sikh, Anglo-Indians and Europeans. The Federal Court was started in 1935 Act. Exercises. Fill in the blanks with the suitable answers. First, Diwani Adalat in civil court was introduced by answer Warren Hastings. Second, the post of Superintendent of Police (SP) was created by Lord Cornwallis. The permanent zamindari system was introduced in Bengal and Bihar province 1793. The land tax system introduced by Alexander Reed is the Rayatwari system. Fifth, the report given by Lord Macaulay became the base of modern education system. Sixth one, the Regulating Act was implemented in the year 1773. Next, second Roman question, discuss and answer the following questions. Seventh one, illustrate the judicial system formulated through East India Company. Our answer, in civil governance, civil and judiciary were given to the Indian officials after they brought from centralized judicial system in India. Warren Hastings was established a Diwani Adalat, which means civil court, a Faujdari Adalat, criminal court. Fourth, in these civil courts, Hindus were dispensed justice as per the Hindu scriptures and the Muslims as the Sharia. Civil courts came under the administration of the European officers. Criminal courts were brought to control of Qazis under the supervision of British officials. Eighth one, what are the measures undertaken at the time of British in police system? or department? Answer. Lord Cornwallis implemented the efficient police system in India for the first time. He created the new post of a Superintendent of Police (SP). He divided a district into many stations and put every station under a Kotwal. He put every village under the care of Chowkidar. In 1770, the entire police system was brought under the control of British because of drought. The system of magistrates started in 1781. In 1861, the police law was implemented. In 1902, the police commission law allowed the appointment of suitable educational qualification for the post of police officer. 9. British land tax system made the Indian farmers to born in debt, lived in debt, died in debt. How? Our answer. A new class of zamindars who exploited the farmers was created. The farmers became landless slowly. Land became commodity. The loans could be raised by mortgaging the lands. Many zamindars also had to mortgage their lands in order to pay land taxes. The agricultural sector became commercialized. The money lenders became strong. If the zamindar was unable to collect land taxes due to floods and famine and pay the company, the ownership of the lands was taken away by the company. Both the zamindar and the company were benefited by this system. The farmers were the grave suffered. Farmers and laborers suffered due to irregular work. They were exploited and had to lead a life of insecurity. So, Charles Metcalfe says that the Indian farmers were born in debt and lived in debt and died in debt due to land tax policies of British. 10th one. What were the main aspects of Rayatwari system? Answer. The Rayatwari system was first implemented in Baramahal region by Alexander Reed in 1792. This system was later implemented in Madras and Mysore region by Thomas Munro in 1801. So both the farmer and the company were directly linked. The tiller of the land was recognized as the owner of the land. The owner had to pay 50% of the produce as a land tax to the company government. The land tax had 30 years tenure. The tax could be reviewed after this. The officials took punitive actions to collect land taxes. The farmers had to borrow from the money lenders whenever the crop failed. More farmers had to lose their lands due to its emission. 11th one. What were the effects of the land taxes? Answer. A new class of zamindars who exploited the farmers was created. The farmers who were subjected to the exploitation of the zamindars became landless slowly. Land became a commodity. Loans could be raised by mortgaging the land. Many zamindars also had to mortgage their lands in order to pay the land taxes. The agriculture sector became commercialized and had to grow raw materials. The money lenders became strong. 12th one. Make a list of the effects of British education in India. First, Indians could develop modernity, secularism, democratic attitudes and rationality along with nationalistic ideals. Impetus was received for local literature and languages. This facilitated unity in thinking process among the educated class. Periodicals started emerging. These scrutinized the policies and working of the government, which in turn enabled the Indians to have critical opinions on various issues. New social and religious reformation movements emerged. The thoughts of thinkers like J.S. Mill, Rousseau, and Montesquieu brought fresh thinking in the mind of educated youth of India. The freedom struggles that were taking place across the globe influenced the Indians also. Indians could understand and appreciate their rich tradition. 13 question. What were the restrictions imposed in Regulating Act? Answer. The Regulating Act was implemented in this background in 1773. First, under Regulating Act, Bengal Presidency gained control over the other two presidencies, Madras and Mumbai. The Governor of Bengal became the Governor of General of all three presidencies. The Governor General was authorized to direct, exercise control and to supervise over the other two presidencies. The Bombay and Madras presidencies could not declare war on anyone only. During acute emergencies, they were entitled to act independently. According to this act, Supreme Court of Judiciary was established in Calcutta. 14. What are the important features of the Indian Government Act 1858? Answer. The following are the important features of this act. The license of East India Company was cancelled and India was brought under the direct administration of the Queen. The post of Governor General was changed into Viceroy. Lord Canning became the first Viceroy of India. A new post called Secretary of State for India was created in British government. The Secretary was part of the British cabinet and was responsible for the administration of India. A Council of India was created in order to assist the Secretary in the administration and Council had 15 members. 15th question. How does the India Government Act of 1935 became the base of Indian Constitution? Answer. The Government of India Act 1935 introduced significant changes to the governance of British India. First, a federal system of the Indian principalities, British governed regions and dominion status was formed. Reserve Bank of India were established. Diarchy was established at the center. Diarchy was abolished at the provincial level and autonomy was granted. The federal court was established. Next, 16th question. What were the important features of a 1990 Act? This act is also called as a Montego-Chelmsford Reformative Act. The following are the important features of this act. Act formulated bicameral legislative body, lower house and upper houses were formed. Diarchy was allowed at regional governments and High Commissioner was appointed for India. Promised to improve a local self-government. Provincial budget was separated from the central budget. Separate electoral college was extended for Muslims, Sikh, Anglo-Indians and Europeans. Next, this is an activity. Debate essay. The British administrative reforms in India, a strategy for control or development. You have to pause this video and write it down. Next is in the favor of motion. In this slide, against the motion, and finally the conclusion. This topic invites students to explore the devil nature of the colonial reforms. Were they instruments of the exploitation or did they enduringly sow the seeds of modern governance in India? A debate on this subject not only depends on historical understanding but also sharpens critical thinking about the complex legacy of a colonial rule. Next, we will take a few multiple choice questions which will enable you to understand comprehensively and remember this topic's main points. First one, in order to achieve complete dominance in India, English followed clever methods. Our options are war and negotiation, divide and rule, one nation concept and one rule concept, and finally a Diwani Adalat and a Faujadari Adalat. Our right option is here the first one, war and negotiation. Second one, administration of civil service system was introduced by options James Thomson, Cornwallis, Warren Hastings and William Bentinck. Our right option is here the second one, Lord Cornwallis. Third one, Lord Cornwallis opened Fort William College in options are Calcutta, Mumbai, Chennai, West. Our right option is here Fort William College is in Calcutta. Next, fourth one, all the natives of Hindustan are completely corrupt. Argued by options are Lord Wellesley, Lord Dalhousie, Lord Alexander Reed and Lord Cornwallis. Our right option is here. Final one, Lord Cornwallis. Fifth one, Mughal Emperor Shah Alam II handed over the options are Diwani rights, a Diwani Adalat, a civil governance and finally a Faujadari Adalat. Our right option is here a Diwani rights, means tax collection rights. Sixth one, permanent zamindari system was extended to options are Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Delhi, Madras, Mysore, Baramahal, Mysore, Punjab, Odisha, Bihar, Odisha, Andhra and Varanasi. Our right option is here the final one, permanent zamindari system extended Bihar, Odisha, Andhra and Varanasi. Seventh one, many zamindars had to lose their ownership of the lands in options are zamindari system, mahalwari system, rayatwari system and modern tax system. Our right option is here mahalwari system. Eighth one, Lord Cornwallis implemented a zamindari system in options are 1793, 1765 and 1805 and 7. Our right option is here 1793A. Ninth, both the farmer and the company were directly linked in system. Options are Mahalwari, Zamindari, Rayatwari and tax. Our right option is here the third one, Rayatwari. 10th, Calcutta Madrasa started in 1781 by Jonathan Deccan, Macaulay, Charles Grant and Warren Hastings. Our right option is here Lord Warren Hastings D. 11th one, Dalhousie established many universities as per the suggestion of Charles Metcalfe, Charles Wood, Warren Hastings and Macaulay. Our right option is here Charles Wood's Commission. University, its name also is University Commission. 12th one, Regulating Act was implemented in, our options are 1773, 1813, 1784 and 75. Our right option is here first one A, 1773. Next question, British government is ultimate ruler of India announced by, options are Charter Act, Indian Government Act, Regulating Act and finally Pitt's India Act. Our right option is here the final one, Pitt's India Act. 14. A new era of license and authorization started by, options are here Regulating Act 1773, Charter Act 1813 and Charter Act 1833 and Charter Act 1803. Our right option is here option B, Charter Act 1813. Fifth one, this act changed the post from Governor General to Viceroy. Our options are here 1858 Act, 1919 Act, 1935 Act and 1937 Act. Our right option is here first one A, 1858 Act.